This is the kind of news no one is ever ready for. If you're a part of the One Chicago family, you know that Firehouse 51 isn't just a place. It's a home. The people inside aren't just colleagues. They're brothers and sisters. And at the heart of that home, we've watched a love story burn bright, steady, and true. Stella Kidd and Kelly Severide. We've been with them through everything. The fires, the doubts, the promotions, the distance, and that beautiful, tear-jerking wedding. We've watched them build a life together, brick by brick. So when the last season ended with that unbelievable, joyous shock, a positive pregnancy test held in Stella's shaking hand, it felt like more than just a TV twist. It felt real. It felt like the perfect, happiest next chapter for two people who have earned it more than anyone. We all spent the break dreaming about what Stellaride would look like as parents. We pictured Severide's quiet strength turning into gentle fatherhood, and Stella's fierce, protective nature wrapping around a new life. And then, the season premiere hit us. And it wasn't with a bang, but with a quiet, hollow devastation that is so much worse. The shocking, tragic news was delivered almost immediately, and it has left the entire fandom reeling. The pregnancy, that bright spark of hope we'd all been clinging to, was gone. Sometime in the weeks between that joyful finale and the new season's start, Stella had a miscarriage. This wasn't a dramatic, drawn-out hospital emergency. It was something more hauntingly real. It was a silent loss, a private grief that we, the viewers, were suddenly brought into. The show didn't give us a big, explosive scene. It gave us something far more powerful, the aftermath. It gave us two people we love, standing in the wreckage of a dream, trying to figure out how to breathe. The emotional weight of this is almost hard to put into words. This isn't just a plot point. It's a deeply human tragedy, and the show is handling it with a raw honesty that is both heartbreaking and incredibly brave. Let's just talk about Stella for a minute. Our Stella, the woman who smashes barriers, who leads her team into impossible situations, who founded Girls on Fire to lift up other young women. She is, by every definition, a hero. But this is a different kind of battle. What makes this storyline so shattering is the complex, messy, and painfully real way Stella is processing it. As the showrunners have explained, Stella was always the one who was hesitant about starting a family. She worried about what it would mean for her career, for her identity, for the life she had fought so hard to build. But when she saw the pure, unadulterated joy on Severide's face in that finale, all those fears just melted away. His happiness became hers. Now, in the wake of the loss, that complicated history comes rushing back, but it's twisted into something new: guilt. There's a part of her, a small, hidden part, that might be feeling a sliver of relief. And right on the heels of that relief comes a tidal wave of guilt. How can she feel anything but broken when the man she loves is completely crushed? How can she reconcile her past fears with her present loss? It's a terrible, lonely place to be, and Miranda Mayo is portraying this internal war with a subtlety that just tears you apart. She's trying to be strong for Kelly, but she's also navigating a labyrinth of her own grief, and it's one she feels she can't fully share. And then there's Severide. We've seen Severide grieve. We've seen him lose his best friend, his father. We've seen him reckless and closed off. But this is a new kind of pain. When Stella showed him that test, he wasn't just happy. He was all in. The man who was once the CFD's most notorious bachelor was ready to be a father. He could see that future, and he wanted it more than anything. To have that ripped away has left him adrift. Taylor Kinney is showing us a side of Severide that is quiet, shattered, and trying so hard to be the anchor for his wife, even as he's drowning himself. He wants to respect her loss and her space, but he's also dealing with his own profound sadness. The two of them are in the same storm, but in different boats, and the distance between them feels a mile wide. This is what Chicago Fire does best. It understands that the deepest tragedies aren't always the five-alarm fires or the building collapses. Sometimes they are the quiet heartbreaks that happen behind closed doors, the ones that don't make a sound but change the entire landscape of your life. Just as we were trying to catch our own breath and process this staggering loss alongside them, the showrunners delivered another classic Chicago Fire twist, one that shows just how relentless life can be. Before Stella and Kelly have even had a moment to grieve, before they can even begin to talk to each other about what happened, their social worker, Terry, shows up at the firehouse.